Everybody please put your hands together for Dakota Johnson, Shia LaBeouf, and the great Zach Gottsagen. Guys, congratulations on this movie. I can't say enough how much I loved it. I was nothing that I expected it to be, and every time I thought it was going to get sentimental, it got grounded and real, and it made all the moments that were emotional even more emotional. I really loved the film. Congratulations. Zach, you've been acting since you were a kid, right? What was it like getting this role?
I would say skipper this role. I would say it's kind of like more. I would say I would say warming in this to be in this movie to do like just do like a major thing and for me I just love everybody so much. It's in my heart to be in this movie right now.
It shows in the movie, Zach. Your performance is really great, and what comes across, I think, more than anything in the film is the relationship that the three of you have together, and especially the relationship that the two of you have together. Shia, what made you come along on this film, and when did you meet Zach in the process?
So I had this video and I had this script, and they were talking about Dakota, and so I kind of knew who I was going to be with.
What did you guys do for that month together before you started filming?
Prepped, hung out. They went and did foot therapy sessions and pedicure, manicures.
Yeah,
Not pedicures. It was no foot therapy.
Whatever you guys did.
Something ambiguous about foot therapy sessions that I think.
They did
Although, that sounds good.
They were doing cutie pie stuff that I wasn't invited to.
You were invited. It's just not your thing.
Okay, all right, that's one version, sure. Yeah, but yeah, we were just hanging out, man. We were just getting to know each other, all three of us, you know, in a room, watching a lot of wrestling, running scene work, a lot of scene work.
Cake.
Chocolate cake, ice cream.
Pizza.
Chicken.
Okay, stop it.
Were you nervous at all working with Shia and Dakota? They're two pretty successful actors.
Actually, no.
Were they more nervous working with you?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really interesting to work with somebody who, Zach, I've never seen you be judgmental towards anyone. And I think in this industry and in this, I mean, even in the world, when you meet somebody, and I'm guilty of it too, but you just kind of dismantle them internally. You're like, oh, you're this person, you're projecting this, you're wearing this, so you mean this, and you want to say this, and this is your attitude. But Zach never does that. He just reaches people on a soul level immediately. It's just humanity. It's human to human, and that totally annihilated me. It really kind of like shattered my heart. And I think when you are making a movie, you're all about trying to feeling everything, and he made me feel a lot of myself and a lot of both of them all the time. And I think that's the special sauce that you get in this film, because the love that the three of us have is legit. It is like legit.
How long was the shoot?
I don't know. I don't remember. How long was the shoot?
It was 45 minutes. Days.
So that's a lot of time to spend together, and plus the month before, I imagine you guys got to know each other incredibly well.
It hasn't stopped. It's been going on since then. I mean, you know, we've kept in contact pretty much on a weekly basis since the film wrapped, and it's been an ongoing relationship. This is a hard one to dismount. Yeah, so in that month, I mean, you know, when they be doing the cute foot stuff, yeah, I mean, you know, we all had a prep of sorts. Hers was quite maternal, so she was being very maternal with us. She was also dealing with, like, the intricacies of that nursing home and stuff like that. And when they would be off doing that stuff, I'd be crabbing every day. So I wake up 4 in the morning, drive down there, go crabbing all day, and then I come back and hang out with them. That was my month.
I'm just having so much fun doing that, and just feel like this to be everything. Just to wrestle and just do what I do love the most.
He did a lot of it himself. You had a stunt guy, remember?
Oh
But he
yeah,
was just
yeah,
sitting there
yeah.
all
But
day.
this time I'm doing my own stunts on my own.
You do your own stunts.
Yes.
Why not let the stunt guy do it?
No, for me, because for me, because I wanted prove to Tyler and Mike, you see, it was see how I could do it.
That you could do it, yeah. And we see it on film. You definitely do it. They're incredible scenes. Dakota, as Shia said, your character is quite maternal, but she's also the disciplinarian for a little while at the beginning of the film. You're giving me a look like I'm wrong. Like that's not true. Do you disagree with that?
Does anybody like to be called a disciplinarian?
Fair enough. Fair enough. She's in the unfortunate position of having to be the disciplinarian.
I think it's kind of touching on the aspect of society that thinks people who have disabilities are in need of extra help and extra attention and extra care and can't do stuff, can't do normal stuff. But that's just not the truth. And that's something I think that Eleanor learns through Tyler and through spending time with the two of them. And I also think that the switch is that every person deserves extra help and extra care and extra attention. It doesn't matter what you are capable of or what you're labeled as. I think it's just about, being gross.
Yeah, just my character, with her, we always have, just to talk about some stuff and talk about, I didn't have been in the, retirement home, and she was, I would say, she was, um, caring, and she really does care. She really does care about me, about how I always go through, and sometimes it's kind of very hard to stay there because I just want to escape and just to find him there, and then Dakota knows how she always act right towards my face and just say about for me, but my role is I really don't care, and she said those words, and I would say fine.
Yes. And we also really care about each other outside of the movie. Right?
Yeah, that too.
Well, I mean, I care about you. You can speak for yourself.
Dakota, how did this movie come to you?
I was sent the script and the proof of concept as well.
What did the proof of concept look like? Just because you both said it.
It looked a lot like the movie. Just instead of Shia, it was Tyler, the director, and not me either. But tonally and the vibe was same shots, same sort of same vibe. It was this. It was it was just so special, and Zach is just. Magical. Yeah. Really magical to watch.
The two of you have some pretty funny combative flirtation scenes. What was it like working those scenes out with each other?
She's a G, so she is really like it's just the facts. And yeah, like honored to be in scenes with her, and pleasure to work with her, and you always know you're going to be carried, and the banter just felt quite easy, and easy days. Yeah, easy days.
Yeah.
That's it. Just easy time together.
Yeah. I think it's so awesome when you really love the people you're working with, and when you can spar with them on every level, and when you enjoy their company. And I mean, I beyond enjoy their company. I would move in with them if I could.
That would be so cool.
That would be so cool. I'm sure we could figure it out.
Yeah, that would be it'd be super cool. Maybe we can live all I would say maybe we should just live all together and then we can do a lot of things together.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You can make more movies. You can make a sequel, Peanut Butter
Well, that's
Falcon
a
2.
very important thing
Yeah.
because you wanna make movies.
Yes, I do. I feel like making more.
Did you love making this movie with them?
Yes, I do.
Shia, Dakota, both of you have such fascinating careers in terms of what you choose to do. I mean, you're kind of coming off of Suspiria, which was an amazing movie, and you have Fury, and you have a number of other things that you've done. You can never really pinpoint exactly what the two of you are going to do next. How do you choose your projects? I mean, this is just a completely different kind of movie than Suspiria or Fury or even Honey Boy, the film that you have coming out in October or November. Excuse me for not knowing the exact date there.
I don't know. I don't have an algorithm. I think there's just many women within me, and I find them in weird places. And so I read a lot, and when I find something that I am like, oh, I'm there, then I just want to go there. I just want to be a part of that. And also, I mean, it depends on who's making the project and what the experience is going to be like, because I've learned that the experience of making the film is equally, if not more important than how the film turns out. Because that's my real life. Those are my experiences. However well a movie doesn't really do anything to me. Or
And you're never really going to be able to experience the movie itself.
no, I
after
also
you've shot
can't
it.
do anything about that. I can't force people to go to the movie theater. Or maybe I could.
Well, you can do this, and hopefully this works to get them to the movie
Yeah.
theater.
But I think I just want to have the experience, and I also want to discover all the stories within me. That's how I picked them. Saying that about Suspiria is super weird. Let's not talk about it.
Shia?
How I pick movies?
There's also a lot of women in Shia.
Totally. I'm not interested in movies with plot are not interesting to me to watch.
When did you realize that? Did you
When I
always
made a
know that?
couple plot-heavy movies.
Today.
We have a few questions in the audience right here. Were you guys fans of wrestling prior to meeting Zach?
And then she started falling in love with the diva side of things. Yeah, but we all found our way in.
Next question.
Hello.
Hello. There were stretches of this film that were on the water, and I was wondering if you guys had any difficult days dealing with that at all, weather-wise, or just things that went wrong.
Water stuff.
I would say it's kind of more like now it's in beautiful water, and Shia and me have been doing a lot of swimming a lot, and then before we have all three of us have been swimming together because we connect more like family to us.
There's a swamp. There's gators, and then there was like when we were literally we would be jumping off these platforms on rope swings, and there was shark-infested waters, and you can see the sharks in the frame in the movie, which is crazy. But yeah, that kind of stuff. That's all disconcerting.
Thanks.
One more question.
Hello. I was just wondering what your favorite memory was while filming for all of you guys.
Favorite memory?
Dakota?
Yeah, that was a special one. It felt very magical. I think because we were really very isolated and it was just the three of us, and it felt quite real because it was. But there's not one thing. I loved every second of it. I would do it again right now. I wish I
Better
could.
Falcon 2. Let's go.
Yeah.
Guys, I love the film so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think it's a really beautiful film. There's nothing else like it out there right now. Everybody should run to the theater and see it. It comes out this Friday. It's called The Peanut Butter Falcon once again, and give them a huge round of applause for coming by.
Thank
Let's
you,
hear it.
Rick.